Running is an extremely efficient activity for losing weight if done right. In this video, I will be sharing with you some strategies if you intend to use running to lose weight, so you can do that successfully while avoiding injuries in the process. So grab your running shoes and let's go for a run or a walk.
An African woman, strong, powerful. Let go.
Hello everybody, my name is YAJE and welcome back to our channel. On the YAJE Media channel, we talk everything nutrition, fitness, fat loss, mindset, motivation. So if you have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. Welcome to the tribe. So if you have your shoes and your sunglasses, if it's a sunny day, let's go out for a walk or a run and talk about running for weight loss. So I'm a runner. I love to run for a variety of reasons. Running is a great sport, in my opinion. I believe running is something that we were all born to run. If you have 2 feet, you can run. You can teach yourself how to run. It's a low entry barrier sport, just with a good pair of running shoes, and you don't require any special equipments to start running, unlike other things like swimming and you name it. With running, all you need is a pair of running shoes, and you can go outside and run. You can run indoors, you can run anywhere, you can run in any weather. That's why I love running so much. It can be a solo sport, meaning if you're an introvert and you just want to take time off for yourself, you can do that all by yourself. If you're a social butterfly, you can also run like in a social setting, run with somebody, run in a team, whatever. So basically it accommodates all personality types. So I just love running, and if you're interested in running and you want to pick up this sport, I really encourage you to do that. So let's talk about running for weight loss. Some of the traps that people fall into when they decide to run for weight loss and then they find out that they're not actually losing weight. What happened? That's what we'll be talking about in this video. So if you want to run for weight loss, here are some things that you need to consider, you need to keep in mind to ensure that you're successful at it, and at the same time you don't end up injuring yourself. The most important thing is the mindset. Remember that you're doing it for the purpose of losing weight. You're not Usain Bolt, or you're not an athlete yet, right? You're doing this to lose weight, and how you approach this is going to be different. In my opinion, this is where most people just, miss the mark. They think that because they run, it's now like a license to eat whatever that they want. Not true. And that's, like I said, that's where most people miss the mark. Keep it in mind that you're running. Keep the purpose why you're doing this. You're running to lose weight. You're not an athlete yet, at least not yet. Running is not what you do for a living. You're doing this to lose weight. Keep that in mind. Another thing to consider is diet is still very, very, very important. Diet is still king when it comes to weight loss. The results are going to come from your diet. If you run and you don't have a diet that complements it, it's the same thing as you're trying to drive a car and you mash fire, but you still have the parking brakes on. You have to release the parking brakes, meaning you have to have your diet on point. That's where the results are going to come from. You can never outrun your fork, because many people think that because I run, I can eat whatever, I'm going to burn it off. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. You are not going to burn anything off. Listen, 1 mile, if you run 1 mile, you may burn about 100 calories. That's that's maybe like a handful of peanuts, right? And then you're even with that run. So keep in mind that you're not running to earn any calories. You're trying to lose weight. So what you're trying to do is create a calorie deficit. So if you go for a run because you're trying to create a calorie deficit, and then you come back and compensate with overeating because you think you earned the calories, it's a losing proposition right there. So your diet, people, needs to be on point. Remember, you're running because you're trying to create an extra calorie deficit. So your mindset can't be that because you went for a run, you earned anything. You didn't earn anything. Your goal is to create a calorie deficit so that you can lose weight. So you're just using running to accelerate that process. Your diet has to be on point, and then when you run, you create an extra calorie deficit and you can lose weight faster. So that's the deal, you people. You are not earning any calories from running. You're not going to burn it off when you go for a run. Let's just not get that twisted. Your diet still has to be on point. And tip number 3 is to start slow. Ooh, look at that. It rained. There's a lot of puddles all over the place. Tip number 3 is to start slow. I see many people want to pick up running, and because the motivation is high, and they start off the bat like just running crazy, long distances, maybe running too fast, and they're not yet physically strong enough to sustain that kind of a fast run or long distance, and then they injure themselves and trouble starts from there. Start slow. A slow 20 minutes walk like what I'm doing right now, it's good. It would prep yourself up for running eventually. So you may want to start like maybe in the first week just walking a couple of times that week, maybe for 20 minutes, and then the following week you can do a little bit of a walk-run interval. That means maybe you walk 4 minutes and you run 1, and then the following week you walk 3 minutes and run 2, and do intervals of different repetitions of that. That way you're building your physical strength to support ultimate long distance or faster running. Another tip to avoid injury is to not run on consecutive days. So if you run on Monday, maybe you skip Tuesday and then run again Wednesday, skip Thursday, run Friday, so that you give yourself time to recover, give your body enough time to recover, because you're going to be doing this in the long haul. There is no need to rush. So we want to avoid injury by starting slow, not running on consecutive days, so that we can give ourselves time to recover, not increasing your mileage or your time too quickly. So if you're doing 10 miles this week, say, next week you don't want to go from 10 miles total to 15 miles. That's too much. The rule is to do a 10% increase. So if you do 10 miles on week 1, maybe week 2 you want to do 11 miles. That 10% increase is okay. It gives your body time to adapt so that you don't end up injuring yourself. So tip number 3, once you're now maybe running a little bit more consistently, you start to incorporate some intervals into your running, which just means you start pushing the limits a little bit. Oh my gosh, look at this garden. I just love it. Look at the vegetables here. This is cool garden. Isn't that lovely? I think that's kale over there in the background. Can you see it? All right, so what I was trying to say is that as you become stronger, try to incorporate some intervals. Oh, poodles. You try to incorporate some sprint intervals into your running. Now, that sprint, it looks different depending on where you are with your physical activity, your level of strength and all of that. It may just mean you just run a little bit fast, maybe 20 seconds, and then you walk again or run slow. But the idea is to incorporate these intervals so that you can continue to burn body fat. And then the last tip is to incorporate strength training. Incorporate strength training. Runners think that all they need to do is run, but that's so wrong. You have to also strengthen the muscles that will support your running. That's one tip, one very important tip to run injury free, and also ensure that you continue to burn fat, because muscle burns fat. So you want to build those muscles that will continue to support fat burning. In summary, running is a very, very efficient way to lose weight, but you must do it in a way that ensures success, like have a sensible diet plan to complement your running, ease yourself slowly into running, incorporate strength training, and all of the other tips that I shared. If you found this useful, please let me know, and talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
An African woman, strong, powerful. Let go.